Hello students. First of all, I wish you all the best for your future. Go ahead. Don't stop. Try and try. Today, let us consider metric spaces. So, metric space consists of 3 units, and today we are going to consider first unit, which consists of definition and examples, open and closed sets. Definition and examples. So the definition says that let X be any non-empty set. A metric on X is a real valued function D from X cross X to R, which satisfies the following conditions. So before going for the following conditions, what let us do is let us see what do you mean by a real valued function. A real valued function is that function whose codomain is set of real numbers. And therefore, we are considering D a real valued function from a Cartesian product of X with itself to R. And this real valued function is called a metric if it satisfies the following conditions. The first condition is D of xy greater than or equal to 0 for all xy belonging to X. So what do you mean by D of xy? See here, the definition of function says that whenever you are having the elements of a domain, then the image of that arbitrary element under the function belongs to R. So here, since our domain is X cross X, means it is a Cartesian product, it consists of all ordered pairs, and therefore let us consider an arbitrary element that is ordered pair xy, and then let us consider the image of that element under D, and that belongs to R, means it is a real number, and therefore the first condition gives you the result that D of xy, that is image of ordered pair xy under D, is always non-negative for all xy belonging to X. And second condition says that D of xy is equal to 0 if and only if X is equal to Y for all xy belonging to X. So what is the result here? That is, whenever you consider element with itself, the ordered pair of an element with itself, its image under D is always equal to 0. Third condition is known as symmetry. That is, the ordered pair xy, if you consider, its image under D is always equal to the image of ordered pair yx. If both are same, then if it is true for all xy belonging to X, then we say that the symmetry condition is satisfied. And the last condition is D of xy is less than or equal to D of xz plus D of zy for all x, y, z belonging to X. Means if you consider the image of ordered pair xy under D, it is always less than or equal to image of ordered pair xz under D plus image of ordered pair zy under D. And if this is true for all x, y, z belonging to X, then this condition is known as triangle inequality. And if these 4 conditions are satisfied, then the real valued function D is called a metric. Note, a metric is also called as a distance function, and the non-negative real number D of xy, that is image of ordered pair xy under D, is nothing but the distance between X and Y. Now let us see what do you mean by a metric space. So a metric space is nothing but the non-empty set X along with its metric, and it is denoted by ordered pair X comma D or simply X. Examples. So let us see the examples. First example is prove that the function D from R cross R to R defined by D of xy is equal to modulus of x minus y for all xy belonging to R. Then we have to prove that this D is a metric on X. So let us see the solution. So let the function D from R cross R be defined by this. And then we have to prove that this D is nothing but a metric. So before going to prove the 4 conditions of a metric, let us see what do you mean by D of xy is equal to modulus of x minus y for all xy belonging to R. See friends, in your previous class, you know that on a real line, see this is our real line from minus infinity to infinity. Here we are considering real line because we are considering D of xy in R. So therefore R is considered from minus infinity to plus infinity, and we know that this is our 0, and let us consider 2 points x and y. See, these are the 2 points x and y, and on real line, if we consider modulus of x minus y, that means it is nothing but the distance between x and y. Since the distance is always a positive function, so therefore modulus of x minus y is nothing but the distance between x and y, and therefore d of xy is equal to modulus of x minus y for all xy belonging to R. Now let us consider the first result. First condition, d of xy. So by definition, d of xy is modulus of x minus y greater than or equal to 0 for all xy belonging to R, because this is a distance and distance is always non-negative. Therefore, we consider d of xy greater than or equal to 0. Second result, instead of taking x and y different points, let us consider d of xx. So what is the d of xx by definition? It is modulus of x minus x, and x minus x is 0, and modulus of 0 means it is equal to 0, and this is true for all x belonging to R. Third result, consider d of xy. D of xy by definition of d, it is modulus of x minus y. Now take minus sign outside. You will get a modulus of minus of y minus x, and modulus of minus means it is modulus of y minus x, and therefore this is nothing but d of yx. And this result is true for all xy belonging to R because it is true for arbitrary element, and therefore symmetry condition is satisfied. Next, fourth one, d of xy. Consider d of xy, that is equal to modulus of x minus y. Now add and subtract z so that you are getting modulus of x minus z plus z minus y less than or equal to, group the terms here, x minus z as one group and this as one term. So modulus of a plus b is less than or equal to modulus of a plus modulus of b, and therefore wherever a is there, we put x minus z, wherever b is there, we put a z minus y, you will get this inequality. And this is nothing but d of xz, and this is nothing but d of zy, and therefore it is a d of xy less than or equal to d of xz plus d of zy for all xy z belonging to R. So all the 4 conditions are satisfied here, and therefore d is a metric. And this d here on a set of real numbers is called usual metric on R. Already I have explained d of xy is nothing but the distance between x and y, and here it is called usual distance. And R comma d, that is set of real numbers along with its metric, is called usual metric space. Example number 2, let x be an arbitrary non-empty set. Prove that the function d defined by d of xy is equal to 1 if x is not equal to y, d of xy is equal to 0 if x is equal to y for all xy belonging to x. And now we have to prove that this d is nothing but a metric on x. So take the solution. Let x be arbitrary non-empty set and d be the function defined by d of xy is equal to 1 if x is different from y, and it is equal to 0 if x and y are same. Then first, that is we have to prove that d of xy is non-negative. So if x is not equal to y, d of xy is equal to 1, and this is definitely greater than 0. And if x is equal to y, then d of xy is equal to 0. It is obvious, and therefore d of xy is greater than or equal to 0 for all xy belonging to x. second condition, d of xx is equal to 0 by definition itself, and therefore let us go to the third condition, d of xy. So again there are two cases, so let us consider for x not equal to y. For x not equal to y, d of xy is equal to 1. At the same time, d of yx is also 1, and therefore d of xy is equal to d of yx. And d of xy is equal to 0 is equal to d of yx for x is equal to y. So altogether, d of xy is equal to d of yx. And this is true for all xy belonging to x. Last condition, d of xy. So again, we have to consider x not equal to y. So d of xy is equal to 1 if x is not equal to y. And 1 is always less than 2. And 2 can be written as 1 plus 1. And again, we consider one more point here, z, which is not equal to x and not equal to y. Then this one can be written as a d of xz. And this one can be written as a d of zy. Therefore, d of xy is less than d of xz plus d zy. And if x is equal to y, d of xy is equal to 0, again less than 2, that is 1 plus 1. And now let us consider third point, x not equal to z and y not equal to z. So therefore, we are considering d of this one as a d of xz because x is not equal to z, and this one as a d of zy because y and z are also not same. And therefore, d of xy is less than d of xz plus d of zy. Hence, d of xy is less than or equal to d of xz plus d of zy for xy z belonging to R. Hence, D satisfies all the four conditions, and therefore it is a metric on X. And this metric is called as discrete or trivial metric. And the main set X along with its discrete metric is called discrete metric space. So let us stop here. In the next lecture, I will consider the diameter of a set, distance between two sets, and distance between set and a point. Thank you.